What's up first, it's Devus the Wolf here, and I come to you guys today with a very simple question. Do you like Fortnite? Because if you do, this video is very much up your alley, as I'm going to be talking about what I like and dislike about modern Fortnite. So, what is Fortnite? 1. Has the rock you've been living under, and 2. Fortnite is a cartoony spin on the latest craze known as Battle Royale, with a map much more less compared to PUBG, and with a wider array of weapons, traps, and all sorts of things to basically fuck your opponents in the ass until you get that coveted Victory Royale. Now let's talk mechanics. Compared to the older days of Fortnite, Fortnite is, even though it kind of pains me to say it, a lot more stable than it used to be back in the OG days. I'm sure a lot of you kind of probably remember stuff like invisible gliders, sometimes even minimal seconds of applying health shields and chug jugs and stuff like that. The game, I guess mainly because it's an early access game, was a bit of a mess back in the day. And that's kind of what I'm happy to say is a good point about modern Fortnite. It is a lot better now. You know, there's not really many glitches you can find these days unless you really go looking. Some of the older ones just kind of happened and was a bit bad. And that's what I enjoy about modern Fortnite. There's a lot less glitches compared to the older days. I know I prefer the OG days because they were a lot more fun, but in a way I don't really, because I remember how, sad to say, but somewhat broken the game was because it was all over the place. So the game is so much more stable in terms of mechanics as well as in terms of gameplay and lighting. It looks so much better as well as it plays so much smoother. Now I know I'm a furry, but you know, let's put this aside for this one. Another thing I really enjoy for modern Fortnite is the addition of pets. These goddamn pets are incredibly adorable. I love them all, and I'll say that without any bias. I'm not trying to be biased here, but they're so adorable. I love Bonesy. I even recently unlocked Camo, and I love the look of Scales, because hey, I'm a Draco-Wolf, I love dragons, and he's goddamn adorable. Or she. I'm not gonna assume anything. But I love the, how they added in a completely optional thing, but these are really worth it. Like, if you really want to rank up and get these, I completely consider it because they're great companions to have while you're playing the game. Even if there's a little bit of downtime, hell, they make the game just so much more fun. Now I couldn't go a second without mentioning this because this is the greatest addition and new thing that modern Fortnite that I love the most. The addition of vehicles. Now, if you don't get what I'm saying, that's completely understandable, you probably don't understand, but back in the day, back in Season 1, 2, and I believe the majority of 3, there were no vehicles. No vehicles whatsoever. I mean, that's mainly because the map was smaller, but I'll get onto that later. And even though the map wasn't massively huge, it was still quite the trek to get anywhere. And that was such a pain in the ass. And that's why I'm so happy they have finally took this, hints and added in vehicles for a much faster way of getting around. Because, Jesus, it could take you ages to get to the circle, and you could just be dead already because the storm's already got you. So having a bit of a quicker way of getting around the map has helped the progress of every match infinitely. Now, sadly, with those good points that are honestly things that I love and will never change my mind on, sadly there are a few bad points that I have to go through that are mostly personal, but they're bad points nonetheless. So I feel if I'm going to talk about the bad points, I might as well just get my biggest personal bad point out of the way. The map. The map is just so bloated now. I'm not even joking. Like, I didn't mind the small additions, or maybe a new place, maybe here and there, like, you know, the first update, like, you know, Tilted Junction, Stoppy Shores, and this, that, and the other. Like, those are, like, small little updates. But now, with pretty much every bloody update, there's a new location, or there's a new, you know, chunk onto the map. And it's getting annoying, because the map is becoming basically bloated. You know, it's just making the map bigger without, you know, really any use. It was a bit like when we had that massive floating house recently, Season 6. It was like, what was really the point of that? I mean, I guess, in the storyline whole thing, but I don't really care about the storyline in my opinion. And then you also have Paradise Palms, which I didn't really like. I just don't go there. I don't go anywhere in the southeast part of the map. I just don't. They're all trash. And I'll say that without anybody questioning it. The southeast side of the map is just trash. And then, I'm sorry, but I'll just say this. I miss Dusty Depot. They ruined that with the bloody meteorite, even though in my opinion, any place that should have been hit by that meteorite should have been Moisty Mire, because I hated that place. That place was just crap. And I hate just that massive desert part. If anything, I would have rather the meteor just hit there, because, hey, it would be worth it, because I guess I'm not speaking for everybody, but I just personally don't care about that part of the map. But, no, they just basically destroyed Dusty and made everybody think, oh, Tilted was going to get destroyed. Which was going to get destroyed by the Visitor, but then apparently it gets transported by a rift during the rocket launch event, and then apparently opens rifts in the sky. Let's not question that, because I don't want to get into that. So yeah, my biggest problem is just that the map is so bloated with some places that don't even get used. I'm not speaking for everybody, but nobody really goes to Lucky Landing. Maybe if you've got time for the circle, but just nobody goes there. So there's some locations that are completely bloody useless. Another bad thing I'd have to say personally is how, for some reason, the shotguns have been kind of gimped in terms of, well, both somewhat range as well as damage. Like, you could be barrel stuffing somebody, and they only take about, what, 7, maybe 10 damage? What is that? I don't know what that is. I'm mainly talking to you guys, Epic. I mean, you probably ain't watching this video, but honestly, what is it with the shotguns? Doesn't matter what shotgun I've got. I could have a tactical, I could have a pump, I could have a heavy shotgun, or a double barrel. It doesn't matter. They can do some shit damage at so bloody close to them. Like, God. I hope you fix this with some kind of bug fix or whatever, or a hot fix or a patch, because this is just getting annoying. It's not even because of me moving. It could be me just plainly standing there and they don't take barely any damage. What is that? Now this final one is graciously being taken out of the game, I believe this morning, but I still feel like I'd rather bitch about it myself. Glider redeploy. That was so annoying. And I'm not talking about minorly, no. I'm not talking about a little bit of annoying, not like a little niggly thing here and there. No. Glider redeploy was fucking annoying. Because I could be shooting somebody, having a right go at them, you know, gonna fucking eliminate them. But nope, whee! You know, fuck off. They piss off somewhere else. And it's like, that pisses me off. Basically, I can't get a kill because just removing every single little ounce of challenge from the game. And I'm glad they've taken it out, because that's what they were doing. They were making the game too fucking easy for the 9-year-olds, because they bitch about everything. And that's probably why most of the things in the game have been gimped, because people just complain when there's challenge in a game. Like, I enjoyed the challenge of being up high and thinking, I better not drop because I will die. You know, I enjoyed that kind of feeling. But no, you know, they basically just made it so, well, it doesn't matter, there's no worry, you know, if you fall off, hey, you can just, you know, whiz around, just go right behind your opponent and shoot him in the ass. But, overall, none of that really, you know, detracts away from my overall thoughts on Fortnite. Yeah, they do it a little bit, but they are, in the grand scheme of things, just mini blights. But overall, I enjoy the game infinitely. It is a really fun game, and I wholeheartedly recommend it to people who want a battle royale experience with not much downtime, quite a lot of action, and something that requires a fair amount of tactics. If you're looking for a game like that, then honestly, Fortnite is up your alley. Not just because it's popular, but because mechanically, out of most of the battle royale games, it is quite a solid one. So I totally recommend it, and you can play it for free. You can play it for free, and you don't even basically have to even pay for the battle pass because you can earn V-Bucks to get it. Or even then, even if you do want to buy it, it's quite cheap. £8 for 1,000 V-Bucks to get the battle pass. Tell me anybody else who does a cheaper season pass for basically a very popular game. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you leave a like on the video, and if you want to support me even further, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe today and turn on notifications. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day, I hope you have a wonderful week too, and Devus out.